Hey guys, also welcome to another video of mine. It's Commander Blay, and this is your Chelsea preview for the Chelsea versus Arsenal game, which will be taking place tomorrow at 5:30 PM kickoff. And before I get into my thoughts and opinions, I'll be giving Sarri's press conference, the lineup. I'll be giving my predicted score, my thoughts, and how the game will plan out, and also the tactical analysis that I'll be giving throughout this preview. But basically, before we get into it, Chelsea is going to struggle tomorrow. It's going to be a very, very difficult game. It's going to be our second game in charge. Obviously, we did beat Huddersfield 3-0 last week. Arsenal did lose their opening games. Arsenal are on 0 points compared to Chelsea, who are in second place with 3 points. But it's going to be a tough game. We have got home advantage. I'm looking forward to this game a lot. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, with Sarri's press conference, he was asked a lot of questions. I'll be giving you injury updates, who will be starting, tactically how he will be setting up, and the state of mind of some of the players, and obviously the World Cup. Are they fit enough or not? Now, basically, first off, the reporter did ask him about any injury updates, and Sarri responded, Fabregas is out of the match. He said, I hope he'll be able to be on this pitch in the next week. I'm not sure, nothing serious, but he has a very unusual injury. He has a pain near the knee. So obviously Fabregas is officially injured. He's not going to be starting. That means either Barkley or Kovacic will be playing. So that's the only injury update regarding Chelsea. Fabregas is injured. Sarri was then asked about managing World Club players returning from international duty this summer. And basically Sarri responded, at this level, players play a lot of games in the season. For them, it's very dangerous. Kante, for physical characteristics, is very quickly ready to play. He played very well in the last match. He is ready. But for the other players at World Cup, it's a little bit different. So obviously stating, players such as Hazard, Giroud, Kante come with the World Cup. Fitness is a big problem, especially with the long run of games. Kante, however, he's praising Kante's fitness, saying he's ready, he played really well. So that he basically confirming that Kante will be starting tomorrow, which is very, very good for us Chelsea fans to hear. He was then asked about Alvaro Morata's state of mind. A reporter did ask him, is Morata mentally ready for the game? Obviously, he's on a goal drought. He hasn't scored much. He's been under a lot of criticism and a lot of scrutiny. But Sarri did respond, I'm not worried about Morata. He's a great player. In this moment, he needs to only gain his confidence. But he's a great player. Maybe he's low on confidence. He needs to score, as do all the strikers in the world. He's improving, so I'm not really worried about him. That's great news. As long as he's improving, he's showing in training, he's being picked. His morale's happier. Hopefully the goals will come. He hasn't got a very good record at Arsenal. He's never scored against Arsenal, but hopefully, with a better squad than last season, with a more attacking-minded manager, with Sarri who can improve him, and hopefully the fans that can get behind him as well. Hopefully Morata will score, but obviously, once again, Sarri confirming Morata will be starting up front tomorrow. But it's good that he's improving in training. And then finally, he was asked about Mateo Kovacic. Will he make his debut tomorrow? Now, Sarri responded that Mateo will be very useful for us. He's a very technical player. At the moment, he has to work. He's not ready now for 90 minutes, but maybe tomorrow, for the first or last 30 minutes, he can be used. I expect a lot from him because, for me, he's a very good player. And in my opinion, he can prove more. So obviously, Kovacic will not be starting, unfortunately. But I do expect to see him last half an hour, like Sarri confirmed in his press conference. That does mean that Barkley or Ruben Loftus-Cheek will definitely be starting in that third midfield spot. I suspect it's going to be Barkley because he is chosen always ahead of Ruben Loftus-Cheek, always on the Sarri. That's his preferred option. And I suspect that Kovacic will come on with half an hour remaining. That'd be great. There's been a good link-up play between Kovacic and Morata in Real Madrid. But the midfield three has been confirmed. It's going to be Kante, Jorginho and Barkley. I'll have my predicted lineup in a moment. But that's basically summing up Sarri's press comments. That's what he was basically saying. Now, the good thing about Kovacic, obviously, he can play many roles. But we'll see him in the last half an hour. Obviously, he's not fit enough yet. But it's great that we'll at least see him feature. Now, getting into my predicted lineup, obviously, I'm going to go for a 4-3-3. I'm going to go for Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal. I'm going to go for Emerson left back. And I'll tell you what, I'll give you my tactical analysis right after my lineup. Emerson left back, Azpilicueta right back, 2 centre backs of Antonio Rudiger, David Luiz, 3 in midfield, which has been confirmed, Kante, Jorginho and Ross Barkley, 3 up front of Hazard, Willian on the right, and Alvaro Morata starting up top. As you can see, that's my predicted lineup. Now, tactically, I'll tell you why I'll choose Emerson over Alonso. Now, I prefer Emerson anyway, but I think Sarri should, even though if he prefers Alonso, I think he should start Emerson for tactical reasons. Now, Arsenal, their attack is solely based on pace. Aubameyang, Lacazette, Mkhitaryan, they're so pacey. Their front three is very pacey. And the fact of Sarri ball, because your defensive line pushes so high up, because obviously to enable Sarri ball, Jorginho has to be close, but at the same time he has to be orchestrating that play, finding gaps in the middle. He has to be closer to the central. That means the defensive line has to push up because we're playing attacking style of football. Now, as a result, because they have so much pace, you've got likes of, you know, David Luiz is not very fast at all. You've got likes of Aspi, who's not very fast. Rudiger's the only one who's fast. If you put in Alonso, who's even slower, he will get roasted on that wing. Putting Emerson, who has pace, who suits Sarri better, who's a proper left back, makes more tactical sense having Emerson, who can catch up if Arsenal do a goal on the counter attack. I think it's crucial. That's the only thing I'm worried about tomorrow, about the high line with our defence. Hopefully Emerson will start for tactical reasons. Now, obviously, as you got on my lineup, as you saw, now the reason why I tactically arranged that midfield, obviously Jorginho will be orchestrating that Sarri ball. So he's going to be that deep-lying playmaker, register. You then got Kante, who's going to push further forward, like you saw Huddersfield, he'll be playing more further forward because Jorginho will be, you know, defending more, so there's more people defending. Kante will also be a defensive mid, but he'll be slightly pushed forward on that right-hand side, as you can see. Then you're going to have Ross Barkley, who's going to be the furthest of the three from the players, that number 8 role, that Oscar role, should be passing, assisting, basically supporting the attack pretty much, which is why we bought Kovacic, who's going to be our number 1, but obviously he's not fit enough. Hopefully we'll see glimpses towards the latter stage of the game. And obviously with the front three, that's the reason, that's my tactical reason behind all this. Obviously Sarri ball, the midfield being arranged like that, and also Emerson starting, in my personal opinion. I want you guys to let me know your predicted lineup in the description below. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Chelsea. I do think with our really, really high defensive line, it's going to be penetrated and exposed by Arsenal's pace, you know, Aubameyang, Lacazette, etc, etc. I think they will score, but I think our firepower is going to be too strong. We've got a really, really solid midfield. Hazard, I think, will be on fire. And hopefully, I think Morata will get on the score sheets as well, with Willian chipping in as well. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Chelsea win. Leave me your prediction and your predicted lineup in the description below. Don't forget to follow my Twitter, Kovacic2002, and my Instagram fan page, cfc.page. And yeah, that is my preview. If you did enjoy this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, as well as liking the video. And I'll see you for my next video. Peace.